Hi
This
guys.
is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country, and it don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. Cheated on and take off your boots, you rhinestone fraud. Make men paint songs one night. You can keep your picket fence fantasies and put a cork in your high school memories. This is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country. It don't mean a thing if it don't pass the test. If you ain't never spent a single night. You were 14. You had already been going on drugs for like a year or so.
No, I started with drugs 14, 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you tell your daughter about this.
Yeah, she knows.
And what does she say?
What did you take? What do what did that do and why? And I had to explain, this was like a phase that I went through, and it's not something that I wanted to do, obviously, but I also know that people were telling me don't do it, and you do it, and I tried to explain that, I did it amongst others, and I was fortunate, and other celebrity kids particularly were doing it that I knew, and I came out of it. That's not always going to happen, A lot of those people are dead now.
For a kid who has a lot on their mind, Lisa started rebelling a little bit because of that.
She's trying to find out who she is. She knows she's Elvis's daughter. But who am I? I swear to God, the day she was 13 years old, that was it. She was not my daughter. She was another person. It was almost like she woke up and decided to be somebody else.
She just didn't want to do what others wanted her to do or what others thought she should do. She did what she wanted to do.
She involved herself with a wrong crowd. She tried certain things, substances.
She got into some trouble. Yeah.
I mean, she wanted to go out in the world and play a little. She had a couple of little friends who were doing more serious drugs and who were supplying them to her because she couldn't just walk out and get them herself. It was rough. She was, a typical teenager. There's no doubt. And that's hard for a mom. Priscilla knew she had to put her foot down and take her out of school and put her in somewhere that was more strict.
Priscilla found a school that was pretty well acceptable to Lisa to go to, and it was good because it was a boarding school.
So she sent her to Happy Valley School, which was up in the Ojai Valley.
It was just about 2 hours from LA.
Not too far away, but far enough away.
She was real resistant at first.
She was kind of quiet. She had to take her time kind of getting used to everybody at school.
Once it was established, you're here for the year, Lisa actually rose to the occasion and started enjoying it, especially in the arts.
Everyone in the school was somehow involved in performing arts. And we were down in the music studio, and we were just playing around with the instruments. Lisa picked up the microphone, and she just belted out the words to a song, just out of the blue, just like that. And then she put down the microphone and giggled and walked away. And I was like, that girl has talent. She's going to make it big.
The school there really tapped into a lot of what Lisa was really about and helped her evolve. But she really never got away from friends that were doing drugs or just the environment of drugs.
Lisa Marie was just trying to express herself more, and her mom was still trying to keep a leash on her and kind of trying to control her, and she didn't want to be controlled.
She's away from home, so she's going to try it all out and see what she can get away with. It was totally unacceptable, especially with Elvis's history. There was no way that Priscilla was going to let Lisa go down that road.
that her mom used to date that she hates, and he wrote this book about her, about Lisa Marie. Oh, yeah. Saying that, when Lisa Marie was first developing, he started to have some feelings for her.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow. And she said that he came into her room at times and was inappropriate. I don't know what that means.
Yikes.
I can't believe you actually came out with that. It's true.
Wow. Did he touch you? Because I'll kill him.
Didn't actually make it there, but, tried.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you tell your mom?
Yep.
And did she give him the boot?
Yeah, it was a battle, that one.
Really? Because you would think once you said it to your mom, she would just go, "Hey, I'm protecting my daughter."
Well, no, she did. She threw him out, but it was a bit of a, it was a bit of a situation.
How old were you?
Between the ages, I think I was between 12 and 15.
Wow, that's a little young.
Yeah. He never got anywhere with it, by the way. He just alluded. It was disgusting. And he wrote a book. And then did the talk show circuit, and I think got, booed off stage most of the time. He was saying he was lusting after me when I was developing, which is gross.
That is gross.
So...
How
just turned.
Do you think everyone, like the kid who banged you first was like, "Hey man, I'm
24.
real? Oh, you're bad. What a lucky son of a bitch. You're
That's
horny.
illegal.
You're a little slut, aren't you? A bad girl, aren't you?
Yeah.
24.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody we know?
Famous dude?
No, idiot.
Mexican gardener?
Pool boy?
Si, Lisa Marie. I am doing the hedges. Who was the guy? Lorne Michaels, wasn't it? The head of Saturday Night Live?
The dad guy?
No, not him? All right, so it was some guy, some dude named, how do you meet this dude? And how do you
I
escape?
met him on the set. My mom was doing a movie. We sort of got this thing going.
You're telling me this 24-year-old dude somehow manages to get you alone to bang you under the watchful eye of your mother?
We had to pretend like we were friends for a year. And then she found my diaphragm. And when it was over, she tried to stop it. It was too late.
You use a diaphragm?
No, not anymore. Well, actually, I don't know. It depends. But
don't you find those hard to put in?
They're harder to get out.
Yeah. I had a girlfriend once on a diaphragm, and I used to put it in for her.
Yeah.
That's right.
Did you take it out? That's the hard part.
No, I never took it out. I never took it out. How does a 15-year-old get a diaphragm without a mother knowing?
I had a good doctor.
You had a good doctor.
Johnny, country like Merle, country like Loretta, that honky down girl. Country like Towns, country like Travis. I'm a country fried junkie with a bad habit. Country like Chris, country like Gretchen. If you ain't good in country, then get out of the kitchen. I'm a country like Hank, 1, 2, and 3. Drop it like Quinn, whiskey and wheels. Yeah, I know in this country 'cause I know how it feels. Country like Waylon, country like...
When Lisa was away at boarding school, the mission wasn't really accomplished because it wasn't the safe environment that Priscilla was hoping it would be.
Drug-wise, it wasn't any better. The same thing was going on up there. She left school in mid-11th grade.
It was time to come back to LA, but then where does she go now? Because we're running out of options here. Priscilla had become familiar with the Scientology Celebrity Center and knew their policies on drugs. So Lisa moves into the Celebrity Center.
And then she met Danny Keough. And that's when I really saw a change in her.
Danny was a musician. It's just sort of in his blood.
He had a band. She attended all of his gigs. The attention really wasn't on her.
She was crazy about this bass player.
He wasn't pursuing Lisa. I think Lisa was really pursuing Danny.
It was probably the first person she met in the music industry that didn't care or wasn't after something else.
She really respected him and was inspired by him as a musician, and they just seemed perfect together.
They were really into playing music and hanging out with his friends.
Musicians and artists and actors that are going about their lives, having good experiences, just without the drugs.
Willie, country like lightning and I'm a hillbilly. This is my country, my damn country. Give me my country, you can keep the rest. This is my country, my damn country. And it don't mean a thing to me, it don't pass the test. You can't sing along to it.
And she said, I know people don't think I'm responsible, but I really am. And God bless her, she really was. She became my secretary. And any time I said that, she would always correct me. I'm your assistant. We started working out of my home. I had a couple of other people, Emily Corota, that was in my staff. And then we eventually moved to offices on Sunset Strip, where she had many responsibilities. One of which was to answer all the phone calls that would come in to me. And I don't know, about every couple of weeks, she would come in, very disgruntled look on her face. Somebody else wants to talk to you about Lisa Marie. They had no idea they were talking to her on the phone. So
it was the perfect group of friends for her to kind of like feel safe and comfortable. She wanted that interesting line where you can be a rebel and have fun and do your own thing and not conform, but not staying up all night, you know, doing coke.
It was the first time that Lisa could think, okay, I got that out of the way. I got that experience out of the way. I don't need to do that anymore. She was interested
right, let me just...
in Danny, and she's...
Right, there's a few more minutes left to play on this. Morning, guys. I'm late as usual. What time is it? Let's have a look. 10:23. I'm very late. I was planning on being on at 9:30. It didn't happen. So, hi everyone. It's Defending Elvis Presley. Fans want the truth. Now, I did want to carry on quickly, just before we get going, to promote this channel. I keep looking over here. I just want you to know, guys, that if I see a new channel on YouTube or Instagram or TikTok that is defending Elvis and Lisa and the bloodline, it grabs my attention. So a few days ago, I noticed this channel. She may be watching now. So I did message her on TikTok. On Instagram. I think it's a she. I'm going to tell her we're live. We're live now. Please join us. I think there's two of them. Now, when I first noticed this channel, they had 27 subscribers. So we've posted 3 videos, I think, on here, just saying about this new channel that is called Her Story Project. Her Story Project. So please subscribe to it. Now, you know, I always remember that when we started, we were a very small channel when it comes to defending Elvis. I know that we had a lot of subscribers with the shorts and the documentaries that I've been doing for a few years, but defending Elvis Presley, Fans Want the Truth, was a very small channel. The live streams, when I first started doing live streams, I was doing live streams to myself. There was no one watching, no one. So I thank you so much. There's 28 of you watching now. Thank you so much. And some days we have up to 70 people watching. And a lot of our live streams get between 200 and 1,500 views by the next day. So I feel very fortunate. We have this small family of Elvis defenders taking care of business. And we do it together as a movement, a growing movement, and we've all got to know each other, and we just love it. Yeah. So Linda Cudden remembers when there was only 10 of us. You know, the pioneers of defending Elvis Presley. We still got a long way to grow, guys. I still think we're a very small channel. Hi, Pat. Don't worry. You're always welcome. Now, I just want to make it clear, guys. I want to remind people of this. I wasn't always defending Elvis. I was brainwashed by this book. Yeah, this book of lies, just like everyone else was in the 1980s and 90s and noughties. Yeah, this book, I fell for the bullshit. Of course, now I know that this is a book of lies, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. Hi, Olga. So, how many of us here, and I've said this before, how many of us here believed in the fairy tale, the beautiful marriage, the birth of Lisa Marie, the way that Elvis and Priscilla met in 1959 during his stay in Germany while he was serving his country? And we just fell for the romance. Elvis and Priscilla and the beautiful pictures. I always show this picture because I think it's very typical of how we see Elvis and Priscilla. We see them as a beautiful couple, don't we? Like, oh, they're so lovely. I hope it works. How many of you were around in the 50s and 60s and saw them together and it was like, oh, a match made in heaven. They really look good together. Yeah? A chance meeting, a chance introduction from Cary Grant. And then we watched as the marriage unfolded, you know, the engagement, the marriage. How many of us even knew when Priscilla moved to Graceland when she was nearly 18? She'd holidayed in Graceland a few times before then. I just feel that we all got caught up in it and we all got swept up in the romance between Priscilla and Elvis. You know, the image, the iconic images in all the tabloids, all the magazines, on all the news clips. The engagement and the marriage was covered around the world on every TV set, front page of every tabloid, every magazine. We all fell for it, didn't we, guys? And then we see the beautiful marriage at the Aladdin, the video footage, the press conference. And then we see the birth of Elvis with the newborn Lisa Marie Presley. And even when he takes the baby home, all the footage is there. Color footage. This perfect marriage. Yeah, we all fell for it. And the only reason it went wrong is because Elvis was unfaithful and Elvis took drugs, which is a big lie. A big lie. The reason it went wrong was because of Priscilla's unfaithfulness. And Priscilla demanded a divorce. That is the end of it. Now, I'm going to backtrack a little bit, guys. I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Now, I fell, just like probably all of you, I fell for this fake story, a rewriting of history. Now, I know I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I have to. Around 1985, Priscilla had the opportunity to write this book, make millions, and rewrite history and change the truth, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes. And this has been made into biographies, documentaries, melodramas, movies, hundreds of interviews, thousands and thousands of lies. Lies have come from this book. Damage to Elvis's image, reputation, harming his legacy. And everyone has fallen for this book, even today. Even Sofia Coppola's book, film Priscilla, which was based on this book, even today, the lies continue. So the point of what I'm trying to say to you guys is that we evolved, even me, I used to have different views on Priscilla. I had different views on the marriage, why the marriage went wrong, different views on Elvis's eating habits, drug taking habits, why the marriage went wrong, Elvis's unfaithfulness. I also was brainwashed, because some people, they get offended. Oh, you know, why are you using the word brainwashed? Yeah, you can change the wording if you want. It can be spoon-fed lies. It can be misled, can't it? Yeah. But the reality is, many of us through the 70s and 80s and 90s and noughties thought Elvis was the druggie, the fat druggie that died on the toilet, that was unfaithful to his wife, that broke up his marriage, that wasn't there for Lisa Marie. And it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. So bringing it back to what the point of this morning's little session is about, us promoting other YouTube channels. The reason we promote other YouTube channels that are defending Elvis Presley is because I feel that the bigger the movement is, the more we join with other channels, that our movement will grow faster, the word will get out there, so we can defend Elvis and his legacy and his family and his bloodline and Lisa. And the more of us that do it, the better. Yeah. So when I see these small channels, just 27 subscribers, yeah, I'm like, wow, we together, Team Elvis, we can boost a channel. We do have the power here to boost a channel. Now, I'm really proud of that. Now, last week we mentioned this channel, and I'm going to play the rest of it. Oh, she's not going to join. Okay, we're talking about you. She just messaged me. She can't come. Can I say your name? What is your name? What are your names? What are? I'm just going to ask her, what are your names? Let's send her a picture. Right, I've just sent her a picture. I think it's two ladies. So quickly, what's this chat? Right, as I was saying, we have the power here to boost a channel. We're very lucky. So her subscribers now have gone to 127 subscribers from 27. Yeah. So I think we help. Pamela, yeah, we did that yesterday. Pamela, hi Pamela. So I think that we have the power to get a small channel that wants to defend Elvis and Priscilla and Lisa. No, sorry, defend Elvis and Lisa Marie and the bloodline. We have this power with us. Team Elvis. We can make a difference. So we've already boosted her channel. We've boosted other channels. I know that one channel that we were promoting has been boosted by over 500 subscribers, which we're very proud of. But you know, I will, if we spot small up and coming channels that are defending Elvis, I'm going to jump in there. I'm going to push them. I'm going to share them with you. So I do hope that these channels, as they grow, how can I say it? Carry on defending Elvis and his bloodline. Yeah, because that is the whole point. The whole point, hi Angel Eyes, the whole point is we help others to carry on defending. Yeah, no other reason. Yeah. So, you know, if I see another channel that isn't defending Elvis that we have promoted, that worries me. So anyway, guys, right, let's go. So I'm going to play the last few minutes of this, and then we're going to start reading some of Darby Shaw's stuff. Darby Shaw is a fantastic Elvis defender, Elvis and his bloodline. She has an amazing Facebook page, Darby Shaw Facebook. Yeah, please join it. I love, you know, she's a proper researcher, guys. She's not like me at home in the kitchen. She is a proper researcher. I am not. I'm no expert. I'm just a fan at home who wants to defend with Team Elvis, defend the bloodline. Yeah. So I'm going to play the last few minutes of this video. And I just want to say to Her Story Project, keep up the good work. We think your videos are great. She did say to me, let me just see if I can find it, that she's doing this project with someone else. Let me just have a look. Yeah, I think that I'm not sure. I think there's more than one of them. Let's see if it gives me any details. So obviously a lot of her work is from she's defending using the book From Here to the Great Unknown. From Here to the Great Unknown. Yeah, that is the basis of her book. Obviously, mainly Lisa Marie Presley. It says, based off newspaper articles and photos throughout her life. Now let's have a look at, I will go to YouTube and just see what the write-up says on YouTube. Let's have a look. Lisa's teenage years were hard. With the death of her father, her sense of safety disappeared. She went through teenage love and abuse, and also abuse, which impacted her romantic life and caused her many heartbreaks. But with all the bad things, she found strength after becoming a mother to her kids. We created this channel with other social medias to share and spread information of Lisa Marie Presley, to give her a voice also on the screen. I like that, guys. And then she gives a couple of links. It looks like they're on Twitter as well. Let's see if we can get on it. I think, yeah, so they're on Twitter as well. Her Story Project. And there's the logo. Well done, guys. Well done. Let's see if we can get on Twitter and I can add them. I know I've added them on Instagram. Let's see if we can get her on Twitter. Let's have a look. Her Story Project. I'm going to play the last few minutes as well, guys. So how is everyone? I'm not in a rush because, here we go. I just press follow. Is this the right one? Oh, is that the right one? It might not be. Okay, let's go again. No, I don't think it's come up, but it's okay. I'll find it when I got a bit more time. So the bottom line is, guys, we need to support these new channels that are defending Elvis and his bloodline. We need to support them. So it's a beautiful sunny day here, like proper beautiful. So when I finish, I'm going to do some exercise. I'm going to go for a run, a very long walk. I'm going to enjoy the weather today, guys. Right, let's just read your comments a bit. Now, we're going to be here a little while. I'm not in a rush. I don't have a particular topic. I wanted to read some of Darby Shaw's stuff on her Facebook. So we've got Pat and Luann and Gio and Linda. I have been reading all your comments on YouTube, by the way. Thank you, Linda. Many of you have been commenting on YouTube. Thank you. Satnin was having a right good chat. Old Satnin. Satnin told me off for not reading a book first. Satnin, I read books with you guys, not on my own. I don't like, I want you to know, guys, I don't like reading books on my own. You won't see me get a book and sit here for hours and go, this is not me. Look. For 2 hours. Nah. I'll tell you what you'll see me do. You'll see me pick a page, read it to you guys, because I love reading short, you know, 1-2 pages. I can read that happily. And then you'll see me get bored and put it down. I'm not a book reader. Never have been, never will be. But I do like reading to you guys. I will happily, if you guys sent me, like Linda sent me some stuff, and I really enjoyed reading it. Yesterday we did the Bridget Cruz lawsuit versus Priscilla Presley. We read that out. I really enjoyed it. That's the other thing I like to do, and this is for Satnin. I like to learn with you guys at the same time. I like to get something that I've never read and read it and learn about it with you guys at the same time. That includes watching videos. That includes looking at pictures. I like it when we together as Team Elvis do things for the first time together. I like that. I want to see something for the first time or read something for the first time with you. So you see my reaction. I like that. I like a live reaction. I don't want to read this book and then talk to you about it. Nah, that's not my way. I want to read this book with you and react to it. That's what I want to do. So yes, Satnin, you can read a book and help defend Elvis without reading it first. Satnin, you know I love you. Right. Okay, let's play the rest of this video. Then we're going to start doing Derby Shaw's stuff. Yeah? So let's find it. I think that's it. Okay, there's probably about 3 minutes. I'm going to play that, or maybe four-ish minutes. I'm going to play that, and I'm going to warm up my coffees. Yeah.
Was interested in music. They started writing together, and it was just the camaraderie that they had, the bond that they had with their music.
She became very expressive with her words and her feelings.
She started to blossom at that time.
It gave her a sense of herself again.
She could really now identify who she was. And she discovered that she was an artist.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm just an artist.
Lisa was falling in love. Lisa was falling in love because she found her way into a world that maybe she never left, but that she really wanted to dive into.
One day in October 1988, Danny comes over and he just collapses on the couch and he said, "Lisa and I just got married."
They got married. Surprised everyone.
I was shocked and happy, really happy.
We ended up having this wonderful wedding reception about 6 months after they were married, and they redid their vows, and it was really charming. It was really sweet because it was like an old-fashioned wedding.
And then she became pregnant.
Later that summer, she had Danielle.
She was ecstatic, and she was amazing. She was devoted, and she was loving, as was Danny. They were both just doting parents.
It was the most important thing to her, you know, to have this baby, this love that maybe she hadn't experienced, you know, since she lost her dad.
It gave her like a real kind of stable unit that she could just create from, build a family, start a career.
Lisa and Danny bought a house in the West LA part of town.
Danny was able to build a little studio in there.
The dining room actually turned into a studio.
That's when they really started writing and putting it all together.
He'd play guitar, piano, and she would write, and they would put stuff down.
She really had a lot to say, a lot that she held in.
This was the seed for when music started to become really, really important in her life and really started to take a foundation of what she wanted to do with her life.
Has that stopped? Have a look. Playback because your account is being used in another location. I have no idea what that means. Oh, I know, it's on my other phone. So, guys, okay, let me just, you get the idea, guys. So, I highly recommend that her story project is subscribed to. I think she was brilliant. And she has said, I think it's a she, but I don't know. I think there's two of them, that they're going to join us one day on our live stream. And I look forward to that. I can see Heavenly's joined us. Right. I'm just grabbing these coffees, guys. Heavenly, are you there? Heavenly, I wanted to ask you something. Heavenly, have you heard of a channel called Hidden Minds? Renee, Hidden Minds. Come on, let's tease Heavenly. Right. Let me write the name for you. Hidden Minds. Now, I don't know if you know this, Heavenly, but we get a channel that is small and we come up with that is defending Elvis. We come on here and we promote them. We give them a boost. I'm very, very happy that Team Elvis, as subscribers, whenever we find a channel that is defending Elvis, a small channel, Team Elvis jump in them and support it and boost it. Yeah. Now, Hidden Minds, I highly recommend. Oh, you have watched it? Yes. Now, when he first started his channel, I found out about him accidentally. He had about 700 subscribers. Yeah. And I really liked his channel because the way he defended Elvis, he spoke about Elvis's medical history. He really broke it down, tried to make us understand why Elvis needed so much medication. He explained the different pills he took and the different genetic problems that he had that he may have inherited from his grandparents on his mother's side. Now, the reason I mention this to you, Heavenly, because Heavenly, you've got over 40,000 subscribers. Your channel is brilliant. Yeah, Heavenly, we love your channel. Anyone else here? That's okay. And I'm just using it as an example for a reason. Any of you guys here notice that Heavenly's got a really good YouTube channel? Yeah. Come on, Heavenly, don't be shy. We love your channel. Do any of you guys here watch Heavenly's? I'm going to call you Heavenly. Do any of you guys watch Heavenly Presley, the YouTube channel? I'm just interested. Julie's, it's brilliant. Have any of you, please subscribe to Heavenly's channel. You won't be disappointed. It's brilliant. 45,000. Wow. Come on, guys. I signed up on Tanya's channel a long time ago. Anyone else? There's 40 of you watching. Please subscribe to Heavenly. I recommend her channel so much. Well, Julie, thank you. Julie, I know that I don't look like Elvis. I know. You keep telling me. Julie keeps saying to me, you don't look like Elvis. You don't look like Elvis. I know. I was joking. I made a joke on one of the videos. Don't worry, Julie. Now, Heavenly, I want to say something to you. I'm looking at you. When I first met Hidden Minds, he did not want to put himself in his videos. He did not want to talk on his videos. He refused. He did not want to do it. So I got chatting with him behind the scenes. And I said to him, why don't you give it a try? Why don't you just give it, do a little video, put yourself in it, see how you get on. Just say a few things, see how you get on. Yeah? And now every video he makes, he's in it. Every video he makes, he now puts himself in it. He sits in front of his desk, his laptop or PC, and he's grown confidence. And bit by bit, he has become, yes, he does do reviews, but he also makes some very, very, very clever defending Elvis videos. Yeah. So, yeah, don't worry. Yeah. Now, Heavenly, I'm challenging you. I'm challenging you. I want you to make a video and put yourself in it. Do it for us, because I want to promote. You don't need promoting. You've got 45,000 subscribers. I want to promote your new videos that have you in them talking with your amazing footage. Would you do that or not? Would you do that, Heavenly? I dare you. Just make one video, put yourself in it, like Shauna does of Tenderly Loving Elvis, Presley Mania does, Rare Elvis Photo does, and I want you to do it. Just do one. Heavenly, I know you're scared. I was scared. Renee of Hidden Minds was very scared. It's not hard to do. You just get yourself a little camera. You've probably got one on your PC or your laptop. Because Heavenly, I just want to say to you, Heavenly, I know I've known you long enough through the sort of the last year or so, maybe 2 years of me making my videos. We've interacted enough. I know you're a nice person. So I think, and I know you are a true Elvis defender. You are a true Elvis defender. I know you. And I think your viewers, your 45,000 subscribers, they must love what you do, would like to see you. Yeah? They want a bit of your personality, because I can sense your personality on here now. You're very likable. Just do one little one. If you want my help, I'll help you. Okay? You can message me direct. Did you mention about your the laptop is old and the bad? Heavenly, the webcams are not expensive. About £25 or $30, you'll get a webcam. They're not expensive and they work really well. Come on, look at me. I'm in my kitchen. Yeah? There's nothing professional about what I do. It's my personality with Team Elvis. You will be great. I totally believe in you. Now, I'm not going to keep you on the spot because I don't want to embarrass you. We love you, Heavenly. We love you. Right. I am now going to read Derby Shores. A couple of Derby Shores. Now, Derby Shore is an amazing defending Elvis defender. Yeah. I love her Facebook. Now, I'm not going to say that I agree with everything Derby does. Obviously, I'm not Derby. We have different views. Oh yeah, something came up, guys. Let's have a look. Aisa, it defend the brand Louis. You mean cheap and nasty? Let's have a look. I don't know if you had channel. Heavenly, I didn't know you had a channel. I just subscribed. I had to jump off this live, then get distracted. Oh, you'll love it, Linda. It's really good. It defend the brand, Louis. You mean cheap and not? I'm confused. Aisa, I'm not sure what you're saying. Right, let's have a look. So let me just get Derby Shores. Oh no, there was something I wanted to say, guys. There's a few things been going on. I just want you all to know that I am a big fan of Mindy Miller. And I do not think Elvis was racist. I repeat, I do not think Elvis was racist. I don't think he had a racist bone in his body. Not at all. Not even 1 ounce of him. And Mindy Miller, I have watched dozens of her interviews, and I've watched how she talks about Elvis around. She goes to many, many Elvis events, and I have a lot of what's the word? She talks about Elvis in a real honorable, decent way, and I like that. She never badmouths Elvis ever. So I'm a big fan of Mindy Miller. I want you all guys to know that. Now, you know, the story on how many times they met, how long they knew each other, I know is complicated. But as Mindy Miller, as a person, in the way that I don't know if you guys, many of you know, she's been on this show with us. Yeah, she messages me every now and then. She goes on to our 24-hour chat. She's a nice person. She is a nice person. Whatever the history is, because I know that some of you doubt that she was Elvis's girlfriend. That's fine. You know, you guys can all have your opinions. I'm not telling you how to think, but I will say this to you guys. She's lovely. She's a lovely lady, and she's never said a bad word about Elvis. Yeah. So I highly recommend Mindy Miller. I've got nothing bad to say about Mindy Miller. So if anyone else does, that bothers me. But yeah, I'm just Heavenly. I just want you to know, other people's opinions is they are entitled to fully. I'm not going to tell people how to think, but me here at Defending Elvis, I won't say a horrible thing. I won't say a bad word about Mindy Miller, and I'll tell you why. Because all of my interactions with her have been really, really polite and genuine, respectful. She's been so decent to you guys, to Team Elvis. She's so kind to the fans. Now she does a lot of events with Colin Poore. Colin Poore is a well-known Elvis events organizer, and he's a great entertainer. I know that they were at, is it Hemsey, and there was an event in Germany. She does events all around the world, and I tell you now, I've watched a lot of her interviews, guys. She really is good for Elvis's image and reputation and legacy. She does Elvis no harm, yeah, and she's 100% for Elvis, for the Elvis fans, yeah. So I'm sorry, guys, I'm not going to join in any Mindy Miller bashing. I will not do it. I refuse to. I don't agree with it, but I won't tell other people what to do either. I won't do that. And I definitely do not think Elvis had a bone in his body that was racist. Seriously, I do not think it, not even for a second. None of us, yeah, Linda says, I've never heard that. None of us have. No, I haven't seen that. Heavenly, no. Do you know what, Heavenly? I want to do some more research on Ginger Oldham because it was in the book From Here to the Great Unknown, you know, Lisa Marie's views on Ginger. I do want to do some research, yeah, I want to do some research on Ginger. I think it's a complicated story. So, right, let's have a look at her. Yeah, come on, so anyway, so Heavenly, you don't need any more subscribers. You've got loads, but if you do get some more, great, love it. You deserve it. Yeah, I will, you know, Heavenly, I don't know how well you know me, but I don't read whole books. I read bits of books. I read one chapter or a few pages. That is how I learn. And I like to read things with you guys. We read it and learn it together. That's my way. Yeah, it's not for everyone, but that is just my style of. It's quite a lazy way of doing things, but I like it that way. Even when we get a news release, a press release, like just recently we did the Bridget Cruz versus Priscilla lawsuit. You know, there's two of them. And I read that with you guys for the first time. Yeah. And I like that because when we read something for the first time together, we all learn as we go and we all react together. Team Elvis, we react together. And I like that. I will say this, just one little comment on Ginger Oldham. I don't dislike her or anything. She seems lovely and all that. She portrays herself very respectful. But I'm not buying it that it was a genuine relationship. I'm not buying it that, you know, they were together 8 or 9 months. Elvis was heavily medicated. He was very, very unwell. He was going through hell with the tell-all book from the Memphis Mafia. He was going through this horrible divorce settlement, the second divorce settlement with Priscilla, and everything was a mess in Elvis's life in 1977. So do I think Elvis was well enough to properly be committed to getting married? No, I don't. So I think that the relationship, how can I say it respectfully? I think the relationship between Elvis and Ginger wasn't really a proper relationship. And when I've learned, you know, I've read many things. I've listened to Billy Smith's version of events. I'm not buying it with their relationship. And I don't mean that to be horrible to Ginger, because I know Ginger, I think she was only 21 or something. She probably saw it, you know, in a different way than we do, but it wasn't a real relationship. It wasn't. That's my opinion. Now, I see Linda Thompson's relationship completely differently, but I also understand that Linda Thompson, who I think is great, has also said many things that she shouldn't have said. Linda Thompson, 100%, and we reviewed this with Linda, you know, Linda, our subscriber. Linda Thompson said many things in this book she shouldn't have said. She shouldn't have said. But I also think Linda Thompson was really good for Elvis. She got him through a very bad time. She got him through one of the worst times of his life, trying to get over the damage that Priscilla had done, the embarrassment, the humiliation that Priscilla had done to Elvis because of Mike Stone. I think Linda was good for him. Honestly, I think Linda was good for him. Yeah, Heavenly, I've seen it. I'm not buying it. I've read Heavenly. I've read the article. I've read the article. Have you, Heavenly? You got channel in YouTube? Yes, Yes, guys, please subscribe to her, Heavenly Presley. Now I'm open for debate with Ginger Alden. I can see Heavenly. Are you? Am I reading your comments? Heavenly. She bragged and bragged about gifts. I stopped listening. Linda, it was a very bad time for Elvis. You're right. Too much going on for anyone to be completely focused on the future. Hi, Maria. Hope you're well. How's your son? I hope your son's doing well. I used to like Linda T and was thinking of getting her book, but after hearing the reviews on her book and the things that she said about Elvis, you're not a fan. I think there's, Maria, I think there's good and bad. Yeah, I think there's good and bad. There's obviously many things that she said that people are not happy with. And if you listen to the reviews we did yesterday with Linda, the subscriber, we reviewed the book, a little thing called Life. Yeah. I think there's good and bad. There's good and bad. I like Linda, but I also understand that there's some negative stuff as well. I get it. Yeah. Right, let's find Derby Shaw's page. I'm sitting back because the sun is trying to turn me into a ghost. Now, my wife's out, so I've got a while. So I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing, guys. We got Elvis in the background, which we like. Right, let's get Derby Shaw's. Let's have a look. Let's get it up, guys. Oh, Elaine sent me, but Elaine, thank you for sending me a book. That's so nice of you. What has Elaine just said to me? Has any of you seen the Netflix documentary? Because it hasn't come up on in England. The Elvis documentary has not come up. Yeah, we love Anita Wood. I'm going to do a whole live stream on Anita Wood. I love Anne Margaret. Anne Margaret is one of my favorites. Thanks, Teresa. Teresa, you're right. Elvis is definitely not a racist. He helped many people. He had a beautiful heart and soul. He sure did. No, she's sending. Oh, it's a completely Linda. It's a completely different book. It is that. Let's have a look. I think Linda. She's been sending me some pages of it. Do any of you know this book, guys? Elvis and the Methodist Mafia. Do any of you know it? She sent me a few pages of it. A lot of it is to do with Billy Smith, which are quite sweet. I was going to read them to you, but I wanted to do this Derby Shaw thing first. Anita wrote a book, interesting. She seemed to genuinely love him. Yeah, Gio, I think she did. I have a lot of praise for Anita Wood. A lot of praise. So, Linda, it is on yours. Do you know what? I could be cheeky. Shall I be cheeky and just put it on in the background? See what happens. Come on, guys. Let's see what happens. Yeah? Can you see? As long as I keep the volume down, I think it might let me. But I went on this morning. As soon as I woke up, I tried to put it on, and it wouldn't come up. Let me just see if I can do it. Actually, while I'm stood up, I'll warm my coffee up. Should we have a look? We'll see if it comes up, guys. Right. We'll go to new and popular. I'm going to warm my coffee. Yeah, so it's, it just isn't, it just, for some reason, I mean, it might be because we're in the UK, it just isn't coming up. I've tried to find it. No, it's definitely not coming up, guys. Let me just put it in the search, which I've already done this morning. So look, it came up then, yeah? So you click on it. Oh, it's actually saying recently added. Ah, maybe it's going to work. No, it says play trailer. Coming Wednesday. No, it's not going to do it. It just says play trailer. But it does say recently added. Oh, it might be working. Right, obviously we can't listen to it. I'm going to leave it on in the background. I think we'll be all right. Guys. Okay, let me just... I think it's working. Guys. Right. Okay, let's get organised. Grab me coffee. Okay, we'll just put a bit more water in it. Cool it down a bit. Okay. Right, of course, guys, we have to have a coffee. If you're in America, which many of you are, I've got to sit back here so the sun isn't blinding me. So I've got it on in the background, guys. So I think that's all we're going to get, really. But anyone waking up in America later on, morning to you. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I know that our British time is completely upside down for you guys. So I think this is it, guys. I'm pretty sure. So there we are. Shall I try and get a bit nearer? Let's have a look. Is that a bit nearer? Doesn't make that much difference, does it? All right, okay. Let me try and get out of the sun. So if I move the PC, the laptop nearer to me, that'll do. I can just sit back. I've got to sit back like this. Okay, right, okay. There we are, good old Baz Luhrmann. Now, the problem with Baz Luhrmann, guys, is he's too in there with Priscilla. How many of you guys think Baz Luhrmann is too in there with Priscilla? I mean, I like the Elvis film, but he's too in there with Priscilla. There were parts of the Baz Luhrmann film that I liked. Yeah, obviously the new Elvis film that Baz Luhrmann did. How can I say it? Had a lot of bits in it that helped boost Elvis's reputation, image, legacy, and brought in new fans of a younger age group. Reintroduced Elvis to the world, so it did a lot of good. But there's still things in that film that I think Baz Luhrmann put in to keep Priscilla happy. Julie, it was a good film, but it still had many things in it that I don't like. Yeah. Now the Priscilla film was just terrible from beginning to end. It was just, the whole film was about making Priscilla look like a victim and Elvis look like a bad guy. This is the Priscilla film, Sofia Coppola's film. So I'm still waiting for a film that is completely fair to Elvis and his life and shows the truth about him and Priscilla, him and the Memphis Mafia, him and different girlfriends like Linda, like Ginger. I'm waiting for a real film that really shows us Elvis, the true Elvis, the Elvis that we all fell in love with, the Elvis, the personality that Elvis had in the 1950s when he was with Anita Wood, when he was with June Junico. That Elvis. I want that Elvis. And we haven't seen it yet, guys. We have not seen it. I also want a film that really shows his personality, the way it really was. Not this pizzazz film. The problem with the Baz Luhrmann film, it has a real, it's all about pizzazz and showing him at the 68 comeback, showing him at the Vegas shows, showing him being taken advantage of by Colonel Tom Parker. And then it quickly jumps to him over-medicating. Because the Baz Luhrmann film, Elvis's Baz Luhrmann film, did not show how sick Elvis was. It did not. It gave the impression that Elvis was a drug addict. A drug addict. It didn't show that he was chronically sick. Chronically sick. It didn't show that he had inherited some serious problems with his health from his grandparents. It didn't show the truth about his marriage to Priscilla and why it went wrong. It gave the impression it was Elvis's fault with the drugs, with the unfaithfulness. I don't think that's right. There was a lot more to it. It was much more complicated. Elvis's marriage going wrong was much more complicated than how it was portrayed in Baz Luhrmann's film. I liked it, but didn't. Elvis's movie, yeah. So I'm just trying to lean back. The blooming sun's in my eyes. Just been on Netflix. I might shoot my TV. All right, is it that? We're not watching it. We just got it in the background. I want to see Elvis in the early 50s. I want to see that. Early 50s. How he was as a person. How excited and he was so ambitious. He really believed, Elvis really believed that he was going to become famous and rich one day. He just owned it. He was like, it's happening to me one day. I want to see that Elvis. I want to see Elvis at work before he got famous. I want to see Elvis with his parents growing up properly as a child and really what the friendship was. I want to see Elvis when he first became famous. After walking into Sun Studios, Memphis Studios, and I want to see that properly, yeah. And then I want to see how he, when he bought Gracelands, you know, and all the story that goes with that, who he was with, you know. And then I want to see the next stage where he starts going to the movie sets through the 60s with his relation is a proper thing with Colonel Tom Parker and his involvement. I then want to see how Elvis, how the idea of the Vegas shows, the birth of the idea, and then he was so massively successful in 1969 when he did the Vegas comeback, the 68 comeback. I want to see it better. Now, actually, we're probably going to see some of it in this documentary, aren't we, guys? So fingers crossed. You got it on behind me. Fingers crossed. This documentary hopefully may shed some light on that. Now, I am worried about this documentary because I'll tell you why. Because we know that Priscilla's in it. So to me, anything that Priscilla's got her hand in, yeah, could be a problem. Could be a problem because she would have been paid. Yeah, we love This Is Elvis. I love, you know, you guys know, I love Kurt Russell's film. I love Kurt Russell's film. I really enjoyed it. I watched it as a child, so I still love it. I'm always going to remember watching it as a child, so it sticks with me. Right, I'm going to read some of your comments, and then I'm going to start with Derby Shaw's stuff. Let's have a look. Hi, Colin. How are you? Right, so Colin's on here. Hi, just watched it and thought it was great. Nice to hear Elvis speaking about how he felt. So glad they included his voice and opinions. Oh, Colin, I can't wait. Guys, just so you know, Colin is a very, very well-known, successful entertainer. He also obviously sings Elvis, but many other very, very famous 1950s, 60s rock and roll stars. And Colin is great friends with many very well-known Elvis people like Mindy Miller, like Todd Slaughter. So Colin, thanks for joining us, my friend. Colin, I went on this morning to watch it and it wasn't there. So I've just noticed it's on now. I'm going to, when we come off here, I'm going to walk the dogs and watch it while I'm walking the dogs. So Colin, thanks for joining us. And guys, say hello to Colin. He's brilliant. Look up Colin on YouTube. Colin Paul, look him up on YouTube, guys. He's on Facebook as well. He is an amazing entertainer and a brilliant Elvis defender. A brilliant Elvis defender. And how was Hemsey? Was Hemsey good, Colin? How was that? Right, let's just go through your comments. We don't have a particular topic today. We are just, yeah, we love Colin. Come on. That's it. I've been looking up all the different events Colin does to do that concerning Elvis. I'll tell you what, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. Hemsbury was great. Yeah, I wish I went. And how was Todd Slaughter? Was Todd Slaughter good? Did you tell him how amazing I am? I know he loves me. I'm joking. I'm joking. Right. I'm gonna read Derby Shaw's. Let's see if I can find it. Now, I remember I've said to you guys about Derby Shaw. She is an amazing Elvis defender. She is amazing. Yes, I'd love to see that. Colin, I'd love to see that. And can I share it with Team Elvis? Because I'd love to share it. Right. I have a lot of respect for Todd Slaughter. Todd Slaughter was the original Elvis defender. The original. Look him up. Go into YouTube. Guys, type in Todd Slaughter, and you will be amazed what comes up. He was one of the last people to meet Elvis that was filmed ever. So, and not just that. Oh, thank you, Colin. And not just that. he has always defended Elvis. You go way back to the 70s, he's in there on TV defending Elvis. He's amazing. And he did the original Graceland tours. Colin Paul with Colonel Tom Parker, Todd Slaughter with Colonel Tom Parker did the original tours, did the original Graceland tours. So anyone that tells you that it was Priscilla's idea to do the Graceland tours, no. The idea was thought of way before Priscilla came along. Todd Slaughter is a pioneer. Right. So I'm on Derby Shaw's Facebook, and there was 2 things that she posted that I really liked. Let's just find them. One of them was called Gaslighter. So this one, a few of you sent it me. Michelle sent it me. So I'm going to read that. And there's another one after that. I will just message Michelle, just let her know that we're live. I did, but okay. Let's have a look. Let me just tell Michelle we're live. Okay. 1 second. All right, let's just get this. Right, the wife's just messaged me. Let's get her up. I got 2 phones, guys. One for the wife, one for you guys. Okay, right. So, do you have your coffee? He sure is. Thanks, Linda. Watch This Is Elvis. Hear it from Elvis in his 72 45-minute interview. I have it on my channel. There we are. Heavenly's got it. Treed to reply back to you. Right. Sorry, Maria. Tried to reply back to you, but it's asking for money. Ricky is he is busy getting ready for a big show in November on the 29th of the 3rd and 3rd. Give Ricky my regards. I hope his show goes well. I don't understand why it's asking for money. You shouldn't be asking for money just because you're trying to reply. I don't understand that. Right, okay. So, right, let me just have a look here. Someone just sent me something. Shall I read it for a laugh? Let's just read it for fun. You're always welcome, Heavenly. Right, the 12 steps of Elvisaholics. The 12 steps of Elvisaholics. We admit that we are powerless when it comes to anything that has to do with Elvis. Should we read this for fun, guys? We believe that listening to his music alone can restore us with sanity under any circumstances. I like that. We have decided to live the rest of our lives sharing, defending, and honoring Elvis, his music, his life, and memory. That's number 3. I like that. Number 4, we listen to his music daily. It's as important to us as breathing, and watch his movies a minimum of 4 times a month. I like that one. I tell you what, I listen to Elvis every day, and I watch his movies all the time. My wife tells me off. My kids tell me off. I still do it. Number 5, we have an Elvis collection of a dozen or more items. Our homes have at least 1 picture of him hanging. The actual number is more like a dozen pictures. My wife won't let me put any of my stuff out. I'm not allowed to put anything out that's Elvis, which is a shame. All of my books and all the Elvis stuff I've got is hidden in the loft. In the loft. She does let me keep some of these books, though. I've got about 5 here. She lets me keep these. I say to her, I need them for my videos. For my daily lives, I have to have my books with me, so she lets me. Number 6, we are ready at a moment's notice to discuss and share our feelings about Elvis. Yes, of course. We do live streams every day. I really like this. Number 7, we vow to live our lives as closely to Elvis's way of thinking, of giving to others and expecting them unconditionally. Yes, now that is great. I agree. We know the kind of person Elvis was. We know how he saw life. We know about his version of right and wrong. We know about Elvis's his moral compass. We know that Elvis always put everyone else first and himself last. We also know that Elvis had a very good heart, very generous, very kind, giving, and he was also funny, fun to be around, and always tried to do things the right way. Yeah? So yes, that is amazing. Number 8, we vow to make the pilgrimage. Let me just say it down. We vow to make the pilgrimage. I can't even say that word. We vow to make the pilgrimage to Graceland at least once in our lifetime, even if it takes a lifetime to do so. I like that. Do we agree with that, guys? We vow to live our lives as... we vow to make the pilgrimage to Graceland at least once in our lifetimes, even if it takes a lifetime to do so. Come on. That's true about every single one of us. This is great. Number 9, we own every movie and concert he ever made, or we are at least working on attaining them. Well, my wife wouldn't let me, but I've got them all because I know there's different channels, different apps that I use where I can literally watch any Elvis movie I want. One of the main ones I use is Daily Motion, but that's in the UK. There's an app called Daily Motion. Let's type it here. And that will give you any free movie you want, and you can mirror it to your TV. So anytime I feel like watching anything Elvis, I mean, there are, I don't know if you know, guys, there are a few movies on YouTube that are completely free. Is it Loving You in color? Then you've got Love Me Tender in black and white. You've got Love Me Tender in color. I think there's a Chiro is on there. I think there is about 5 movies on YouTube that are completely free of Elvis. You just got to find them. You got to find them, yeah. Number 10, we are always willing to be part of anything celebrating Elvis in a positive way. Definitely. Number 11, not a day goes by that he isn't in our thoughts or conversations. 100%, that's true about me. I wake up thinking Elvis. I dream about Elvis. Elvis completely consumes my world and affects my whole family, because even though my family aren't big Elvis people, they know I am. So they'll walk in the room, I'm singing, I'm dancing, I'm messing around, watching films, I'm reading Elvis stuff. Yeah. I could be singing in the car, taking them to school. Like this morning, we were singing an Elvis song on the way to school, because I do all the school runs. I always sing Elvis to my kids. And usually I'll wake up and there'll be a song in my head, and I'll keep repeating that same song over and over all day to my kids. And sometimes they tell me to shut up. My kids will be like, "Shut up, Dad." I'm like, "No, I'm singing it." Right, number 12. We have each had some sort of spiritual awakening since becoming an Elvisaholic. Spiritual awakening since becoming an Elvisaholic. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that. I'm Christian. I'm a Christian man, but I have had a spiritual thing happen as well. So, and unlike most alcoholic groups, we have no intention of getting help for our condition. We enjoy it too much to change. We're a bunch of addicts. We are a bunch of Elvis addicts. Do we agree to that? Linda, you're so right. You're so right. I tried to explain it to my wife. She understands. She knows that Elvis helped me as a child when I was 4 or 5. That I feel that he saved me and put me on a good path. As so did Christianity. Elvis Christianity, my love of Jesus, put me on that path and helped me, because I've had a rocky path. Yeah, so I've been guided. So I am very grateful. Now that was a brilliant thing, and that was sent to me by Kathy Pitts. Kathy, are you on here? Kathy Pitts, thank you so much. Brilliant. I really like that. That was enjoyable. Right. Let's have a look. There's a piece. My wife's asking me something. Right. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to play something and do what my wife's asking. It's only going to take 1 minute. Now, you guys have sent me a lot of stuff, a lot of video stuff. So I wanted to play some of it. I am going to read Derby Shaw's thing out as well. So let's just get on it. Right. So I know what it was. Right. I'm going to play this for you quickly. I put this on my Facebook, on my YouTube page. It's Elvis 1970 at the after party. I'm going to quickly play it for you while I give my wife what she wants, which is only going to take a minute. This is only a couple of minutes long, guys. So
this short video gives you the perfect feeling being there with Elvis in his private suite at the International Hotel Las Vegas. Cary Grant and Sammy Davis Jr., among others, can be spotted at Elvis's after-show party following the opening night of his summer festival. Engagement on August 1970.
Rio, I am live, so you're not in your box, Jules. Right, did it stop? Sorry, guys. I thought that was going to last longer then. Sorry about that, guys. I just had to sort my wife out. That didn't last as long as I thought it was going to. Right, let's get on to the Derby Shaw thing. Where can I sit where there's no... Ah, that looks better, I think. The sun. Just right. Just stay back. That's what I got to do. Stay back. Now, the UK today, the weather is literally perfect. Literally perfect. Right. If I sit here, I think I'm going to get away with it. Right. I'm going to start reading this because otherwise I'm never going to do it. Now, Derby Shaw, remember, amazing Facebook page. Amazing. Yeah, the best defender you'll ever get, as well as Amy Collett, the best defenders. Proper researchers that know what they're doing. So this one is called Gaslighter Alert. I'm going to read it to you. Priscilla Presley, a pattern of gaslighting. Let's just make sure you're all there. Yeah, Maria, no, the super chat won't affect things. You should be able to just comment as normal. Let's have a look. I can't see. Did I watch our review while I was working? Yes, I do agree that Linda was a good for him, and yes, was no saint as he does. Yeah, I agree. She said many things that she shouldn't have said. Right. Okay. Let's read it. Looking at Priscilla Presley's legal history, a clear pattern emerges. So, obviously, Priscilla is headline news at the moment to do with this lawsuit with Bridget Cruz, yeah, and the countersuit from Priscilla, and even this stuff about there being a secret grandchild. She's in all of the headline stuff now. Almost every day, I would say, stuff now is coming out to do with Elvis. He's still up there 47 years later, guys. He's big news. Big news. Look at even now, the Netflix documentary today, 2024, November the 13th. He's still on Netflix. Netflix. It says it all. Looking at Priscilla Presley's legal history, a clear pattern emerges, one of gaslighting and denial. Time and again, she claims that she didn't know and didn't understand or wasn't informed about what she was signing, and only to challenge agreements after the fact. And here are some key examples. Now, remember, guys, it does always seem that Priscilla denies everything, forgets everything, always plays the victim, always tries to act as if she's been conned or ripped off, or now we know about elder abuse. She's blaming her age, saying that she can't travel, trying to get out of going to the hearing in Florida. And I think what Darby is trying to say is there is a pattern that she follows with her lawsuits, because she's very experienced in lawsuits. During her divorce in 1973, during her divorce from Elvis, Priscilla, with her attorney Arthur Toll, sued Elvis and his attorney Ed Hook Stratton for intrinsic fraud. She claimed that she'd been misled about Elvis's finances and hadn't understood the original divorce settlement despite years of joint filings, co-signings for homes and loans, and her active involvement in family finances. Now, all I can say to you guys about that is that she had to lie her ass off to get a second divorce settlement, to be able, what's the word? She had to convince a judge, attorney, whatever you call them, I don't know what you call them, that there was intrinsic fraud before she was allowed to go back for a second divorce settlement. And we know that that second divorce settlement was horrific and greedy and brutal and seriously harmed Elvis. Elvis literally didn't have the money to pay her. Elvis couldn't afford to pay Priscilla. This gave her a lot of power, because when the deed of trust was created, and there was a debt on Graceland, a lien, a charge. She had a lot of power, and this made a big difference when Elvis died, when Vernon was completing his own will. The fact that Priscilla had a lien on Graceland that her attorneys demanded gave her power. Almost put Vernon in an impossible position where he sort of had to make her, you know, a co-executor, a trustee on behalf of Lisa Marie. So, right, so next bit. 50 years later, Priscilla contested her own daughter's Lisa Marie's trust. She argued that she hadn't been notified of changes that removed her as a trustee and questioned the authenticity of Lisa's signatures, claiming that she was left out of key decisions. Come on, guys. All of us are in shock, aren't we? All of us are in shock that she contested Lisa Marie's wishes after she died. None of us can believe. No, let's go over here a bit. Right, let me lean back. None of us can believe that the grandmother, the mother, contested her own daughter's wishes after she died. None of us can believe it. We're all in shock. Then Priscilla accepts the negotiating behind the scenes, and she accepts $1 million, 400,000 legal fees, to be buried in the meditation garden, and 100,000 a year wages, you know, salary as an advisor to Graceland. It's ridiculous. None of us can believe that that money was taken out of her grandkids' pockets. I always have to keep saying this, guys. All the money that Riley Q agreed to give her grandmother, Priscilla, came out of Riley's, Finley and Harper's pocket, directly out of their pockets. So, so Priscilla literally took money out of her grandkids' pockets, out of their pockets. Disgusting. 2023, an executive producer of Priscilla, a film based on her life. Priscilla, let me let the dog out. Right, okay, just be quiet. No more barking. It's sunny, I'm taking you out today. Come on then, off you go. So let's carry on with that bit. Of course, we're in my kitchen and the dogs are... How far back do I have to go? Let me just see if I can make this away from the sunlight. No, it's not going to happen, guys. I'm just going to have to accept that the sun is in my face. Let's put it there. There we are. Look, just there, just here, there's no sun. Let's read it. Let's have a look. Again, as executive producer of the Priscilla film, based on her life, Priscilla was reportedly heavily involved in the production alongside director Sofia Coppola and actress Kaylee Spaney. Yet, when the movie received mixed reviews, Priscilla distanced herself from the project, claiming she had little to say in the final product. Now, I've already played this video to you guys. I think it was only a few minutes long, that clearly shows that she was involved in the making of that film. She did advise as the film was being made. Sofia Coppola even says during filming she would phone Priscilla getting advice on how to make this film. Even Kaylee Spaney would speak to Priscilla for hours, getting advice from Priscilla on how to put this film together. But when the film flopped, Priscilla started distancing herself and saying, oh, no, I had nothing to do with the film. That was all of Sofia Coppola's work. I just stayed out of it because I knew that Sofia Coppola was doing a good job. Yeah, do we agree with that? Right, let's keep going. In 2024, in her latest legal dispute with Bridget Cruz, Priscilla claims she was unaware of the full terms and documents that she signed, going so far as to allege the elder abuse. Once again, she leverages her Presley connection, suggesting her position makes her vulnerable to exploitation. Now, Bridget Cruz, Priscilla claims she was unaware of the full terms of the documents she signed. It's rubbish. The documents she signed were very serious, even giving power of attorney, selling her name, image, and likeness, the name Priscilla, even the name Presley, but even that was wrongdoing on Priscilla's part because she had already sold the name Presley around 2005. So this is wrong. Bridget Cruz thought she was getting something that Priscilla didn't have to sell. She could sell the name Priscilla and her image and likeness, but not the name Presley. She'd also sold the name Graceland already in 2005. So Priscilla sold Bridget Cruz something that she didn't even own. Now, I've noticed lately there's videos coming out that are saying that, how can I say it, that Priscilla now is distancing herself from the name Presley. So don't forget, it's the commercial rights. She sold the commercial rights to use the word Presley. So she can use it for herself, Priscilla Presley. But for commercial reasons, she cannot. And I think that is the real reason that now she has started saying, oh, I don't use the name Presley anymore. No, I want to be known as Priscilla. I want to be known for my work that I did. We've seen the video footage, haven't we? She got interviewed at, I think, one of the Comic-Con events. And she's making it very clear. She's now distancing herself from Presley. And I think it's because Joel Weishampfer and Elvis Presley Enterprises, even Jack Soddin, have told her you are not allowed to use the Presley name because you sold it to us. Yeah? Because EPE, Elvis Presley Enterprises, and they've got a management team and other companies, haven't they? Yeah? They own the name Presley. They own the name Graceland. So Priscilla isn't allowed to use the name Presley for commercial reasons. So I think this is the true reason why Priscilla just lately is saying, oh, I'm trying to create my own identity. I'm trying to show my body of work, my movies, my, Dallas, my personal appearances. She's doing a lot more of these shows, Comic-Cons, and she's heavily back into Instagram and social media now, isn't she? There is a new Priscilla now that is promoting herself. She's distancing herself from Graceland. And the new Priscilla, just my opinion, guys, for entertainment purposes, I think has been told she can't use the name Presley for commercial reasons. Just an opinion, guys. Right, let's just read Colin Paul's just telling us a bit about the Netflix documentary. Although I enjoyed this new doc, there is a big mistake at the end where it says Elvis performed 361 shows after 1968. Whoops. Did she do the credits? Colin, we would love any feedback that you can give us from that, because obviously I haven't watched it yet. I'm not going to watch it till later. Thank you, Colin. Right, the next bit. So I'm just going to read these last few bits and then I've got to go, guys. But we've been on for nearly 2 hours. I can't believe it. I've had the sun in my face for nearly 2 hours. So, all right, okay. So Linda says Priscilla was supposed to be dropped from the documentary. Do you know what? We're going to review. I'm going to watch it, and then we're going to try and review it, okay? I can't show it with the volume up, yeah? So it ain't going to be easy to review it, but I'm going to give it a go. So let me just read that last bit again. So the full terms of the documents she signed, going so far as to allege elder abuse. Once again, she leverages her Presley connection, suggesting her position makes her vulnerable to exploitation. The consistent pattern shows that Priscilla uses her status as Elvis's ex-girlfriend and a member of his family to gain favor. Well, we know that, guys. Come on. Now, remember, we're talking about a divorcee that was unfaithful to Elvis, that robbed him in a second divorce settlement. Yeah, that has had many other long-term partners, but she still keeps saying that she's the love of his life. She's still demanding to be buried in the meditation garden. It doesn't add up, guys. It doesn't make sense. She was with Marco Garibaldi for over 20 years. Come on. It doesn't add up. The consistent pattern shows that Priscilla uses her status as Elvis's ex and a member of his family to gain favor. So true, guys. Having witnesses ensure multiple witnesses are present to verify Priscilla's awareness and understanding of what she's signing. Documents thoroughly record any explanation of the terms and the signing process. Come on, guys. She signed them. It was recorded. It was witnessed. Bridget Cruz was there. She signed those contracts with Bridget Cruz and then regretted it. She changed her mind. You know, for entertainment purposes, guys. She changed her mind. She changed her mind. She's trying to get out of it, in my opinion. Right. Documents thoroughly record any explanation of the terms and the signing process. Yeah, they do. Include a disclaimer. Add a clause stating that by signing, all parties acknowledge full awareness of the documents and forfeit any right to later claim ignorance or coercion. Right, Scott delivery. Yes, yes. All right. Chill out. Right, someone said, I got a feeling this might be Elaine. Okay, guys, I got a feeling Elaine might have sent me either one big book or a couple of small books. Elaine, are you there? You're not there, are you? This has just been delivered. Oh, this is a book. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Now, this is. Thank you very much, whoever's. I'm pretty sure this is Elaine. Whoa! It comes in a lovely bag. Comes in a lovely bag, guys. Oh, I'm going to enjoy reading this. Wow! Look at that! Someone just sent me this. Thank you so much. Elvis at 21. Wow. I'm gonna do a whole show on this. Thank you so much. Does anyone know this book? I think it's Elaine that sent me this. Elaine, you're very, very kind to me. Wow. I love it. I'm gonna kiss it. I'm so pleased that you sent me this. Thank you so much. Look at it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to hug it. Where's Mum? I don't know, mate, but I am live. So, I love it. Love it. Look at that. We're going to go through this together, guys, on a live stream. I am, Jane. I'm chuffed to bits. And it's brand new as well. Oh, you didn't have to, Elaine. You didn't have to send me a brand new book. I'm quite emotional about it, actually. Quite emotional someone sent me that. Absolutely love it. I will treasure this. I will treasure this. Look at that. Now that's what I call a prop for my... I use my books as props for my live streams. Isn't it, Linda? Isn't that lovely? Linda, have you read this? Linda, have you read it? Jane, have you read it? Linda Cudden's read it. I bet it's good. You've seen it at the bookstore. So Pamela has just bought it. I love it. I'm going to treasure this. This is one of the favorite things that anyone's ever bought me. I can see that it's got a lot of good pictures in it as well. So, Elaine, thank you from the heart. Thank you. Really special. Really special. I'm a bit taken away. I'm a bit like, I wasn't expecting this. Thank you so much. Right. So, I don't know what to say, guys. So the last bit is, have witnesses to ensure multiple witnesses are present to verify the Priscilla's awareness and understanding of what she was signing. A document thoroughly records any explanation of the terms and the signing process. Include a disclaimer, add a clause stating that by signing, all parties acknowledge full awareness of the document and forfeit any rights to later claim ignorance or coercion. She even signed something that says she's not allowed to say she didn't know what she was signing or that she was coerced. But this is exactly her counter-sue, her counter whatever it is, elder abuse, is claiming ignorance and coercion. She's going completely against what she signed. That was witnessed, guys. Come on, she changed her mind. Do we agree with that? She changed her mind. Priscilla's ongoing reliance on Elvis's name to shield herself from consequences while continuously denying accountability reveals a pattern of manipulation that can no longer be ignored. It is nothing short of abuse of our legal system. This is Darby Shaw's words. And I'm going to have to agree. Guys, my views, let me just see if I can get out of this. Now, my views on the lawsuit are pretty simple. She changed her mind. She changed her mind, guys. Bridget Cruz tried to help her. I really believe Bridget Cruz, the auctioneer from GWS Auctions, that was the dogs. I really believe Bridget tried to help her and changed her mind. I really believe that, guys. I actually feel sorry for Bridget Cruz. I feel sorry for her, what she's going through. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go and I'll be back for a part 2. We're going to do some more. I'm going to walk the dogs. I'm going to go for a run. I'm going to do some weightlifting. A special thank you to Colin Paul for joining us. Colin, it's always an honor that you join us. Give my regards to Todd Slaughter. You're always very welcome. Please let us know what you think of the 68 comeback special on Netflix, the new documentary on Netflix. Let us know what you think. I'm going to try and watch it while I'm walking the dogs. I'm going to watch it as well as I can on the phone, and then I'm going to watch it later tonight. I want to get a good feel for this documentary, and I want to be honest about it. If I think that the documentary has been ruined by Priscilla Presley being part of it and Jerry Schilling as well, I will let you guys know. I'm going to let you guys know how I feel the narrative, the storyline has been affected, and if it's as close to the truth as possible, I want to watch the documentary and decide if it's truthful. And if it isn't, we're going to talk about it. Yeah, I hope it is. Fingers crossed. Thanks everyone. I send you all love, and I'll be back in a couple of hours. So in about 2 hours, I'm going to sit in a different place so the sun's not in my face. We're going to go through it. So all of you guys, enjoy the documentary on Netflix. Thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed what I do, it's the usual. Send me a coffee or a super thank you. Please become a member. We're trying to increase the membership. It's only $1 a month. Please subscribe. Please like. Anyone that sends me a coffee, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed our show. We have just spent 2 hours together over coffee. I've loved it. I love sitting with you guys and chatting about what we all love, Elvis and his bloodline. Thanks, guys. Take care. Love you all. Take care. And anyone waking up, good morning.